It's the start of the Cobbled Classic season. Omloop Het Nieuwsblad marks the first European World Tour race of the year and forms a part of the opening weekend, along with Kuurne-Brussel-Kuurne tomorrow. 200 kilometres from Ghent to Ninove, 12 climbs and 9 cobbled stretches, with the infamous Muur van Gerardsbergen and Bosberg combination to finish things off. And to add to the climbs and the cobbles, the weather was brutal too. Heavy rain in the early part of the race combined with high winds would make this an extremely tough edition of the race. Scott Sunderland waved the flag to get the race started this morning, but as live TV pictures started, the peloton was all over the road. A strong counter-attack just about to catch the early breakaway of 5 riders, with still more than half of the race remaining. The wind was really playing its part. Echelons formed after the second time over the Leeberg, and some significant gaps opened up between the groups now scattered down the road. Wout van Aert hasn't raced on the road since his crash at last year's Tour of France, but he wasn't looking too bad today, at the front of the race here over the 2-kilometre Paddestraat cobbled section. Such was his form that without even going flat out, he was a fair way clear of the rest by the end of it, joined by Heinrich Hausler, former runner-up in this race, but with a headwind on the next section of road, they decided to sit up and wait for the group behind. After that, we had a strong group go clear. Greg van Avermaet on the attack here to try and get across to them. He won this race back in 2016 and 2017. Unfortunately for Wout van Aert, he had also missed it, as had Tiesj Benoot, and it would be those two who would be next to go on the attack from the group of favourites to try and make their way across. They put in a big chase, but up front we had a very strong group of riders too. Jasper Stuyven of Trek Segafredo, Yves Lampaert and Tim de Klerk of De Koning Quickstep, Matteo Trentin, the former European champion riding for CCC, Frederik Frieson of Lotto Soudal, Søren Kragh Andersen of Team Sunweb, and Mike Teunissen riding for Jumbo-Visma. They would prove too strong for those behind, and come the crunch point of the Muur, 2 Belgians proved themselves stronger than the rest of the group. Stuyven and Lampaert going clear on the steepest section of the climb as they headed towards the iconic church at the top. It was another minute and a half before the group of favourites hit that same point. Oliver Naesen, Greg van Avermaet and Van Aert at the forefront, but it was too little, too late. Also in that group, 2 more previous winners, Zdeněk Štybar and Philippe Gilbert. Kragh Andersen had managed to claw his way back on by the time they got to the final climb of the day, the Bosberg. Behind though, Matteo Trentin was trying desperately to get back on terms for CCC. But he didn't manage it, and it came down to the front 3. An attack from Lampaert with 2 Ks to go got rid of Søren Kragh Andersen, but not Stuyven, the rider from Trek Segafredo, more than a match for that one. And so, we were teed up for a 2-up sprint. Stuyven found himself stuck on the front, whilst Lampaert was in the better position just behind. It's a tough old sprint up to the finish line in Ninove, and Lampaert was the guy who went first. Stuyven, though, very quick to react, and he closed the door on his compatriots slightly. A display of power that saw him take his first win of the season in front of a very disappointed Lampaert. That is arguably the biggest win of Stuyven's career so far. He's taken a more relaxed approach to this season, and it's clearly paying off. Søren Kragh Andersen would hang on for 3rd place, Trentin in 4th. Great ride by Tim de Klerk to take 5th, Teunissen, Naesen, Gilbert, Kung and Seneschal rounding out the top 10. We'll be back tomorrow for Kuurne-Brussel-Kuurne, and don't forget you can also catch the entire women's Omloop right here on GCN Racing. Bye for now.